My people, it don't settle. Hey. As I dey talk to una so, my people, APC people don't finally know they hide their character again. No, they don't they bring everything come aside because them feel say the injection and the heat wey they receive from the LP, which is Labour Party and PDP, it don't too much. Because right now, Atiku don't they step down so that Peter Obi go fit get upper hand to take drag Tinubu, which is the APC party people. Right now, my people, as I talk to una so, Atiku now don't they step down because he knows say if he step down, that means Peter Obi go fit get upper hand to take fight. But if to say there be two way be say that they fight for the position, there is no way we be say they go win for that court. Right now, as APC don't see the sign of Atiku, now the APC people come outside say make Peter Obi make no dey wasting time, make go withdraw the matter for court, my people. As I dey talk to una so, water don pass garri, everywhere don scatter, my people, because the APC people come see say that Atiku wey dey withdraw case for court, so he get his own secret agenda. Because Atiku no be say just carry withdraw case, say he see say he accept the result, he withdraw case because of say he know say if there be two way that they fight Tinubu, that means say none of them go fit win. For that reason, he decided to step back, because many people don't they drag Atiku say Atiku, if una be two win and they fight this APC, una no go fit ever succeed. Only if una join hand together with the Labour Party, now na go fit succeed. My people, I go like make una go you watch the video of the APC people where they come outside, my people, where they talk say Peter Obi they waste in time for him to they go court. Say make Peter Obi carry all those documents, make it go chill, make it prepare till 2027. My people, make una go watch video, my people.
This irony that all of us keep harping on. The political parties, by the law, must have copy of that result before it is uploaded anywhere. I'm not concocting this. Form EC8A is the result sheet in the polling unit, and it is entered manually. When that result is entered, a copy is given to a party agent, another one is given to security, the police. When that is done, you then upload to the IREF. So, by virtue of that, you already have this result. The conclusion of collation and announcement of results ends when the party agents and security have a copy of that result. So, to continue to harp on what is external, because I've given you an example, you wrote the exam, you have seen your score, where you are. The Independent National Electoral Commission made IREF available for academics, for students, for researchers, for people who are interested in election to have data on 2023, on 2019 election. Because if you go back now, for 2007, 2011, people who are researching on Nigerian election cannot find data anywhere in the cloud to do the research. So the politicians themselves, we cannot excuse their not having party agents. They are supposed to do what you call parallel vote calculation by themselves. Today, the results are on IREF. It was not done real time. But as we speak now, and they are in court, they should pull down all the results on the IREF and use the results that their party agents collected to check whether it is recognized. And that is not done on television. You will do the argument in court that the result on the IREF is not what my agents in so and so polling units got. And that will become the basis on which you can get justice or injustice, as the case may be. So the challenge is that the judiciary is being blackmailed by the analysis of elections on television that has no relationship with the actual process of, results and election management. And a lot of people are very ignorant about this. And we should be able to put it constantly on IREF. Those who are holding on IREF are holding a straw that is not strong, because your agent already has this result, and it is your responsibility, not my responsibility, not INEC's responsibility, to prove that the result on the IREF is different from what your party agent has. Number two, there are no citizen of agents. Citizen agents are not recognized by law. What do I mean? Somebody goes to polling unit and he's not, by law, he should not have a copy of the result. And that is the man you are depending on as your agent, when he has no power by law to get the result. So we have seen in court now that people said they will bring 400, some say they will bring 50. All of you are witnesses, it is life. How many of them have been able to bring agents? And the statistics of parties who have agents is public record. INEC released that days to the election to say this party has this number of agents across the country, this party has this number of agents across the country. If you were not able to have party agents, you cannot be doing this sophistry around INEC. And we need to put it out there. So it answers your question on disinformation and misinformation. What happens by partisan interest is to color their anger against the outcome of the election on sophistry. What do I mean by that? If I am a member of a political party and I lose election, immediately I lose that election, I will step away from partisanship and begin to talk about, the process. If you check some of the comments that have been made, they say, oh, they have no problem with the outcome. They have problem with the logistical challenges. Logistic challenges in elections are perennial in Nigeria. And the reason is because of our size. The reason is because of the infrastructure deficit that we have in our country. There are places where you need to do 4 hours, 5 hours on motorbikes to reach in our country. There are hard to reach places. Many people talk about internet and say, oh, this result should have been uploaded real life. How many people have taken pains to find out the internet connectivity ratio for our country? How many of our places have connectivity right now as we speak? So the law is crafted in a way that if this cannot be uploaded real life, that you can follow that result to the next place where it is. And mind you, it is only when there is a controversy that you go to IREF. If there is no controversy, if nobody is challenging it, you don't need to go to IREF in the collation center. So all of this is important for us to understand. And Chifanayo, the challenge about I cannot guess on Chief Olisakwakoba's intention. Hugely respected, made a lot of investment in this democracy. But like I said yesterday also, if you listen to me, we don't believe you just simply because you are Olisakwakoba. We have to believe you on the strength of the knowledge of the process and the context that you are able to put out. 2023 election had a greater logistical challenge because of the cashless policy that we had during that election. We had fuel issues, we have escalated banditry and insecurity. In the light of that, you realize that a lot of INEC officials, like the executive director has said, were also killed. INEC officials were killed, were kidnapped, abducted. They are Nigerians. You cannot explain that away and say, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Those infringements by external issues affected all the processes that INEC has put in place. But even at that, we then now have to look at percentage. If by 11 o'clock, 60% of polling units are opened, what then happened? All of us are living witnesses that in many places, INEC extended the time for voting. even up to the next day in some places, meaning that anybody who wanted to vote was not disenfranchised because of the extension of time. Now we added 93, we extended our voting capacity to 93 million. 87 million people collected the PVC. Only less than 25 million people voted. What does that tell you? If a state like Kano has 6 million votes and it was not able to do 3 million of it, you should know that the BVAS is the game changer. The BVAS is that instrument that took away voter identification theft, meaning that anybody who approached the voting area must be the authentic owner of the PVC. So even if 87 million people have PVC, many of them collected those PVCs for different reasons, for identity card issues, for apathy in the sense that democracy is not working for majority of our people. So many people, but those who came out, politicians ordinarily, where they can manipulate, like dubious advantage. So if they could not manipulate to bring those 6 million to bear, then we should give credit to the BVAS. And every report that I have seen, including us, CTA, Yaga, European Union, and all, including situation report, says that BVAS worked for 98% in the polling units where it was deployed. 98% is an A plus. So voter accreditation and voting, went on smoothly, and that is a plus, and that is why Faith Wadishi is telling you that the positives for 2023 election is something that we are hiding. In all the comments about the election, nobody talks about that the BVAS works for 98%, and that data is available on Google. You can Google it yourself. I don't need space. It's not something I'm inventing. Why are we talking about those things that didn't go well and not giving credit for the things that went excellently well? I don't like to talk about outcomes because outcomes are for partisans. I've invested in the process. If the process is good, the outcome can be anything. It is those who are invested in outcomes that don't bother about process, because the only thing that anger them is outcome. If the outcome does not favor them, then the process is not good. Now, there is a continuous call about Nigerians are angry. Many Nigerians are angry. You are correct that many Nigerians are angry. 13 million people voted on the other side. 13 million people who voted did not vote for the winner. And the reason is clear to all those who like to investigate it. Now, 8 million people voted for the winner. If you are doing a perception survey and you are talking to people on the street, you are likely going to meet more of the 13 million people than the 8 million people who voted on the other side. So if you talk to somebody who is angry because his party lost, you cannot impose it on generality of Nigerians. Those 8 million people who also voted on the other side are Nigerians. They are not aliens. They are happy. They are not angry. And there are other people who did not vote who are also on one side or another side. So when you say Nigerians are angry, you are correct. But tell us the number of Nigerians that you talk to that are angry. Don't just say Nigerians are angry. That is unstatistical. And it is something that you cannot defend. What are we saying? Are we saying the 2023 election was without challenges? No. The challenges of those elections need to be put in context. That is what we are saying. Put it in context. And INEC is going to get into a review of the 2023 election like they do after every election. Different stakeholders will be invited to that review. We can make inputs to answer the question that you talked about what next for amendment. What next do we do for amendment? It is a product of that review. And my organization, working with NOA, has already kickstarted a regional, zonal.
My people, now the video now on a new watch finish, so on a see what it happen for inside the video. All right, my people, I go like to end the video for you. Make una let me know waiting on a thing for the comment section. And if una never subscribe, make una subscribe to my YouTube channel so that una no go miss any latest gist wey I dey upload. And those of una will be see una never follow my Facebook page, make una follow so that una no go still miss any latest gist wey I dey upload. And bye bye till I come on our next time. Bye guys, see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.